Well, good morning. Welcome to your daily operations weather briefing at 8:15. We have nice conditions out there this morning. High pressure still in control over the Mid-Atlantic region, giving us a little bit below seasonable averages for the temperatures we've seen the last couple days. We'll see temperatures rising towards average and move into later on this week. But overall for today, we'll have partly cloudy to mostly cloudy skies. We'll have an increase of cirrus cloudiness for this afternoon and evening as Hurricane Irma affects the south and deep south states. You can see here Hurricane Irma has been recently downgraded to a tropical storm. I should have mentioned that, but that's going to continue to move across Florida into the deep south of Alabama into Tennessee for the next few days. It's going to allow us to have this area high pressure continue to build down in our region, giving us very nice conditions here at Wallops. We're going to see some residual moisture from Irma finally move towards our region, as well as a warm front for Tuesday night into Wednesday. But until that point, we'll have high pressure in control with nice conditions. Looking at our observation page from this morning, we have temperatures rising from the lower to mid 50s into the lower 60s for this late morning, and we'll continue to see those temperatures rising into lower 70s for highs today. You can see here with the infrared satellite image, we have an increase of cirrus cloudiness from the south to the north, and that'll be the case for the rest of the day. We'll see a good amount of low-level cloudiness also moving in off the ocean for this afternoon, possibly giving us a ceiling for the early afternoon hours, but that's only a chance of that occurring. Our winds are currently northwesterly. They'll turn northeasterly for this afternoon and will be slightly breezy, seeing a peak wind around 9 to 14 knots for this afternoon. Looking at our current weather as of 8 a.m., this morning we see a few clouds at 3,500 feet, scatter deck at 25,000 feet, a northwesterly wind or a 340 azimuth at 6 knots, temperature 57 degrees, and relative humidity at 86%. Looking at our risk chart for today, I have a green chart for today into tomorrow morning. Just some partly cloudy to mostly cloudy skies I've mentioned. Temperature peaking out today around 73 degrees. We'll see a northeast wind developing for later on this morning into the late morning hours at 9 to 14 knots, becoming east this afternoon at 9 to 14 knots. We'll continue with that onshore flow tonight. That's not going to allow for our temperatures to drop down quite as low as we saw last night, seeing a temperature tonight at 60 degrees for our low. Our 24-hour terminal forecast looking at, as I said, a few at 3,500 feet, scatter deck at 25,000 feet for this morning. Looking into the late morning hours, into the afternoon hours, we'll see a scatter deck at 3,500 feet, a broken deck at 25,000 feet, a chance we go, or a tempo that we go a broken at 3,500 feet, overcast deck at 25,000 feet. Moving on to the afternoon into the overnight hours, evening and the overnight hours, we'll see just an increase of that mid and upper level cloudiness, and by 8 a.m. tomorrow morning we'll see a good amount of mid-level cloudiness in here with a broken deck at 12,000 feet, overcast deck at 18,000 feet. Our tides are half to 1 foot above normal. And looking into our next few days for Tuesday into Wednesday, we'll see Tuesday mostly cloudy skies to overcast skies, a slight chance of a rain shower in the afternoon and evening. Most likely that'll be just some sprinkles or light rain showers across the region. If it does happen, we'll have a fairly dry middle part of the atmosphere that should allow for that rain to dissipate before it gets here, but we do have a slight chance of that occurring, around 20% chance. It'll be more humid tomorrow or Tuesday with a high of 74 degrees. For Tuesday night, looks like our best chance of rainfall, overcast, chances of showers and thunderstorms, especially toward the dawn time period. It'll be humid with a low of 69 degrees. We have yellow for our chances of precipitation and also chances of lightning. Then for Wednesday, mostly cloudy, a chance of a morning shower or thunderstorm, becoming partly cloudy in the afternoon. Will be warmer with a high of 83 degrees, and we have a yellow once again for those morning showers and thunderstorms. Look at our tropics. Across the Atlantic Basin, we see Irma has recently downgraded to a tropical storm, sustained winds at 70 miles an hour. It's going to continue to move off into the deep south states, as I've mentioned before. We also have Hurricane Jose that's currently across the southern and central Atlantic. It's going to be moving in between the Bahamas and Bermuda for the next several days. We can see the hurricane track here. It's going to be taking it into a loop and maintaining a Category 1 or Category 2 hurricane status from now, and moving in that loop through the week into the weekend, and possibly a hurricane, very similar location, but further west, once we move into the weekend. And looking at the infrared loop, we can see that how large Tropical Storm Irma is compared to Jose. Jose is a small storm at this time and is continuing to deal with some shear and some influence from Tropical Storm Irma at this time, continuing to see that storm maintain around our Category 1 or Category 2 hurricane. Look at the track for Jose. This is very similar to the National Hurricane Center track. These are the model tracks. You can see here it does a loop between Bermuda and the Bahamas, and then finally by early this weekend will be north of the Bahamas and well south and west of Bermuda. And most likely the track is very similar to this red track here. Going to split the uprights of the eastern portion of the United States and Bermuda for early portion of next week. We'll continue to monitor this hurricane for the remainder of the week and any details that would lead to any impacts for Bermuda or here at Wallops. Well, that'll complete the weather brief today. I hope everybody has a great day, and we'll be back at 10 a.m. and also 8:15 for this morning and tomorrow.